Hello everyone, welcome to another very exciting session on Unacademy CAT-alyst. I am Parikshit Saikia, your Quants and LRDI mentor on the Unacademy platform. As you all must be aware by this point of time, the month of December, we have started a new initiative, which we believe will help you crack the snap. The Unacademy Intelligence Board has done a lot of research and have come up with a set of hand-picked 100 questions. Questions which have repeated multiple times in past snap papers. So make sure that you watch the entire 15 minutes and don't miss out on any of these most important questions. Remember, questions in the snap repeat. They repeat very often, just the number change and the entire question remains as it is year after year. Last 20 years, that has been the pattern. As always, the first thing I'm going to tell you is give me 5 seconds to ensure that I am streaming live before we get started with today's session. Okay, I think we are streaming live and we are good to start. A small notification at the start, a complete weekday batch for CAT 2021 is scheduled to begin on Unacademy from December 23rd. You have the mentors on your screen, Arun Sharma for LRDI, Abhilasha for VRC, Aparna for LRDI, and Rahul for QA, right? So make sure that you enroll for these upcoming batches. And when you enroll for these upcoming batches, you can definitely get 10% off on the subscription fee if you use this code, right? You can use this code, Parikshit Saikia. You get 10% off for the Unacademy Plus subscription. And if you in fact register as a new user, first time user with a new mobile number on the Unacademy platform using this invite code Parikshit Saikia, you in fact get access to a lot of classes absolutely free on Unacademy. Let's get started with today's session. Okay, I get a lot of messages these days asking for my schedule on Unacademy. So here is the schedule for this week, right? So today we have a ZAT decision making class at 10 p.m. But if you are not a Plus user, definitely December 24th. This is a free class, okay? And Sunday. So Thursday and Sunday, I have 2 free classes scheduled for this week, okay? December 24th, which is Thursday, and December 27th, which is again a Sunday. So 6:30 p.m., 1 hour each, we are going to talk about LR, okay? LR for OMATs. Remember, the YouTube sessions are about quants, and you definitely want my approach, that how I solve some smart ways of solving LR questions for the snap. So do make sure that you catch me on December 24th Thursday and December 27th Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Let's get started. Good morning. I see a lot of comments on YouTube. Good morning, everyone. Let's get started with today's session. Okay. First question on your screen. A trader goes to the market and sells some quantity of wheat. If he sells 1/3 of the wheat at a profit of 20%, then find the profit percentage he needs to make on the remaining quantity of wheat if he intends to make an overall profit of 25%. Now remember, you need to ensure that you are fast. And I always believe the easiest way of solving any question is assuming a number, okay? So let's say let total quantity is equal to some number. Probably you would want to take 1, you would want to take 100, whatever number. But I think if you're smart enough, you know what? They are saying 1/3. So definitely you need a number which is divisible by 3 so that your calculations are easy. So let's say let total is equal to 300 units. Fine. Any number you can assume, but 300 if you assume, your calculation is going to be easy. Then you know what? Cost price of 1 unit. Let's assume to be ₹1. Cost price of 1 unit, let's say 1. Okay, 1 kg is 1 rupee. So what will be the cost price of 300 kgs or 300 units? Rupees 300. Remember, you can assume any number. Now they say if he sells 1/3 of the weight, 1/3. Remember, you are selling 1/3. So when I say 1/3, basically I mean you are selling 100 units. How much are you selling for? You are selling at a profit of 20%. Remember, 1 unit, 1 rupee. So 100 units, the cost price should have been 100 rupees, right? 1 unit, 1 rupee. So 100 units should have been 100 rupees. But because you are making a profit of 20%, so it means you are selling 100 units, not at 100 rupees, but at 120 rupees. Correct? Next, then find the profit percentage he needs to make on the remaining quantity of wheat so that he can make an overall profit of 25%. Now remember, overall profit is 25%. So what is overall profit? Remember, overall profit is when you sell 300 units. So 300 units, the cost price was 300 rupees. If you intend to make 25% profit overall, can I say it has to be 75 rupees? 25% of 300. 25% of 300 is 75 rupees. So basically it means selling price of 300 rupees must be 300 plus 75, 375. Will you agree? I think it's very easy. Yes? Now you know what? How much is the remaining? How much remains now? Can you tell me how much remains? 300 is the total. You have already sold 100. So how much is remaining? 200 units. 200 units is remaining. How much you need to get? Remember, you intend to get 375 as the selling price, total selling price, and you have already got 120. So 375 minus 120, it means you need to sell the remaining at rupees 355. Will you agree? 375 minus 120. Perfect. So what is your profit percentage? Question is, then find the profit percentage on this remaining quantity. Remember, for 200 units, the cost price was 200 rupees. Cost price was 200 rupees. But you actually sold it at 255. So how much profit did you make? 255 minus 200, you made a 55 rupees profit. Remember, 1 unit, 1 rupee. So 200 units, the cost price should have been 200 rupees. But you actually sold it at 255. So you actually ended up with a 55 rupees profit. So 55 rupees profit divided by the cost price. What is the cost price of 200 units? 200 rupees. So cost price of 55 divided by 200 into 100 comes out to be 27.5%. Yes. So not a very easy sum when it comes to the snap. The question is definitely easy. But in the snap, if you get this, this will be considered to be a moderate question. But if you assume, let's say 1, you assume 100, these questions are absolutely very easy. Yes? I think we can go to the next one. Correct? Chalo, next. I think you are clear on this. Chalo, next. Okay. Number 2. Remember, these are all questions which have been picked up from previous year papers and which have repeated multiple times. Number 2. In a garden, 30% of flowers are roses while remaining are carnations. 40% of the roses and 60% of carnations. I think Snap talks about time, so there's no point reading the entire question and then going back and noting down the data. Let's note down the data as and when we read something. So 30% of flowers are roses. Can I say let total flowers be 100? Okay. So how many are roses? The roses are 30%. So 30 is rose. Remaining are carnations. So how many are carnations? Remaining means 70. Right? Next they say 40% of the roses and 60% of the carnations are red in color. Remember, red. How much is red? 40%. 40%. So how much is 40% of 30? 40% of 30 is 12. Right? Similarly, and 60% of carnations are red in color. So how many carnations are red in color? 60% of 70, which is 42. Correct? Next, they say, what is the probability that a red flower picked at random will be a rose? Red flower picked at random. It means red rose divided by total red. Will you agree? Red rose divided by total red is what they are asking. Remember what they are asking? You are picking a red flower. So the denominator got to be red. Why? They are saying you are picking up a red flower. And then they say the probability that it is a rose. So how many total red colors are there? 12 plus 42. How many red roses? 12. So 12 divided by 54 comes out to be 2 by 9. And that's your answer. 2 by 9. Got it? So I think again, none of these is your answer. Yes? So questions are easy. Just that you need to have the patience. You need to be fast. Remember, this time the paper is easy. So every question got to be solved within less than a minute. Chalo. I think we can go to number 3. Number 3. Okay. If a car runs at 45 km per hour, it reaches its destination 10 minutes late. Okay, let's draw the figure. Let's draw the figure. So if a car reaches its destination, so if it moves at 45 km per hour, what happens? You are 10 minutes late. Right? Next, if it runs at 60 km per hour, it is 4 minutes late. 4 minutes late. Then what is the correct time for the journey? Correct time for the journey. So let's say the distance for the journey is, let's say, d kilometers. Distance for the journey is d kilometers. So remember, this is a question from time, speed and distance. So I think it's very easy. I think this one you can easily solve using an equation. Definitely you can use allegations, but I think more than allegations, what is easy here is the equation. Simple one-line equation. What can you do? They have given you two scenarios. They have given you two scenarios. Will you agree? Scenario 1 minus scenario 2. And they are telling you the difference between the two scenarios is, first scenario you are 10 minutes late, second scenario you are 4 minutes late. So can I say the difference between the two scenarios is 6 minutes? I think that will suffice. The difference between the two scenarios is 10 minus 4, 6 minutes. Let's write down scenario 1. Remember, on the right hand side you are writing time. Time is 6 minutes. So on the left hand side of the equation you also got to write time. What is time? Time is distance divided by the speed. Distance, which is d, divided by the speed. How much is the speed? 45. Minus, second case, distance, remember, is the same, divided by the speed. What is the speed? 60. Equal to 6. Be a bit careful here. Remember, this is per hour, kilometer per hour. So obviously on the right hand side you cannot be taking minutes. You got to convert it to hours, right? Because on the left hand side it is hour. Perfect. 6 minutes is 6 by 60, which is 1 by 10 hours. So I think we can solve this. What is the LCM of the two numbers? 180. So 4d minus 3d is equal to 1 by 10. So 10 cancels out, implies d is equal to 18 kilometers. D is equal to 88 kilometers. And you got your answer. You got your answer because now they are asking you what is the time? What is the time? Right? Correct time. So what is time? Time is distance divided by the speed. Can you substitute the value of d in any of these equations? Probably you can put it here. Any of the equations. Remember, you need time. Time is distance divided by the speed. What is distance? You got distance as 18. So 18 distance you got by speed will get you the time. So distance is 18. What is the speed? Speed is 45. 45, again this is in hours. But remember, your answer options are in minutes. So 45 you can multiply with 60 to convert it to minutes so that it matches with the answer options. So 15 3s are, 15 4s are, 3 1s are, 3 6s are. So this is 24 minutes. 24 minutes. Now remember, you got to be a bit careful out here. You got to be a bit careful because 24 minutes is the scenario when you are 10 minutes late. When you are 10 minutes late. Remember, be very careful. You have an answer option 24. If you mark that, gone. You have wasted your 1 minute, right? And more importantly, you didn't get a 1 mark. You got -1. Why? They are saying correct time for the journey. Correct time. Remember, 24 minutes is the scenario when you are late by 10 minutes. So what would be the correct time? The correct time is 24 minus 10, which is 14 minutes. Which is 14 minutes. That's the answer. 14 minutes is your answer. Got it? I hope you understood. Remember, 24 minutes is the scenario when you are late by 10 minutes. So you need the correct time. 24 minus 10 comes out to be 14 minutes. Got it? So that's your answer for the third one. So I think again, this one is again easy, right? Next, let's go to the next one. Number 4. Number 4. Okay. Number 4. Ravi sells 10 mangoes to Amit, making a profit equal to the cost price of 2 mangoes. How much profit percent did he make in the transaction? Now again, you know what my way of doing, right? I believe questions have to be solved really fast. So what do? I assume a number. So let's say cost price of 1 mango, let's assume, okay? You can assume any number, 1, 10, 50, 70, 100, whatever. I can assume, let's say cost price of 1 mango is 1 rupee. Okay, I can assume any number. Any number you assume, you get the same answer. Reason being, they are asking you profit percentage. They are asking you not any absolute answer, but rather the profit percentage. So your answer got to be same irrespective of the assumption you made. Next, so cost price of 10 mangoes is rupees 10. Is rupees 10. Perfect. Next, what are they saying? When the Ravi sells 10 mangoes, the profit is equal to the cost price of 2 mangoes. Think about it. When I sell 10 mangoes, what is the profit that I make? I make a profit equal to the cost price of 2 mangoes. Remember, cost price of 1 mango is 1 rupee. So cost price of 2 mangoes got to be 2 rupees. Yes, 1 mango, 1 rupee cost price. So 2 mangoes, 2 rupees. So what is the profit? The profit is equal to 2 rupees. Why? Because it is equal to the cost price of 10 mangoes. So if profit is 2 rupees and the cost price is 10 rupees, can I say selling price is 10 plus 2, 12 rupees? What is the selling price? Cost price plus the profit. Profit is 2. So 10 plus 2 makes it 12. Now you know profit percentage. So what is percentage profit? Percentage profit is SP minus CP divided by CP into 100. So 12 minus 10 divided by 10 into 100 is 2 by 10 into 100, which is 20%. So these can be answered within 20 seconds provided your approach is the fastest. Got it? 20%. So that's your answer for the fourth one. So remember, be it time and work, be it profit and loss, be it percentages, any question can be solved if you assume some number, right? So a lot of questions can be solved if you assume any number. Any number you assume and you do the maths. You assume a number which is easiest to calculate. That's the bottom line. Number 5. Okay. Number 5. In how many ways can one wrap 3 Kit Kat? Okay, so you have got 3 Kit Kat, 2 5-star and 3 bar ones. If at least 1 Kit Kat has to be there in the gift pack and the gift pack has 3 chocolates. Remember, there are 3 chocolates. So in the gift pack, so minimum 1 Kit Kat, right? So what can be the scenarios? It can be 1 Kit Kat and 2 something else. So 2 I will say non-Kit Kats. Okay? Or it can be 2 Kit Kats and 1 non-Kit Kat. Or it can be 3 Kit Kats. This is one way of thinking. Right? Definitely, you add up the 3 scenarios. You would get an answer. But I think this is not the fastest way of solving the question. Why? There are 3 scenarios. Remember, the snap is all about time. There are 3 scenarios. 1 Kit Kat. When they say at least 1, it means minimum 1. So it can be 1 Kit Kat or 2 Kit Kats or 3 Kit Kats. So I don't think this is the correct, obviously correct way, but not the fastest way, because there will be a lot of calculations. So what I will rather proceed with is, I will say, can I say minimum 1 Kit Kat? Minimum 1 Kit Kat is nothing but total ways minus no Kit Kat. Will you agree with me on this? Minimum 1 Kit Kat is total ways minus all the negative scenarios. Which is the negative scenarios? No Kit Kat scenarios, right? So let's take it now. What is the total Kit Kat? Total ways is, remember how many chocolates you need to pick up? There are 3 chocolates in the gift pack. So total ways will be, how many total chocolates are there? 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 3, 8. Out of the 8 chocolates, you pick up any 3. Any 3 you pick up, that's the total number of ways. So 8, C3. Remember, you should not get confused between C or P. When will you use C? If it doesn't matter, the order doesn't matter. Whether I pick up which Kit Kat first doesn't matter, or whether I pick up a 5-star first or a Kit Kat first. The order doesn't matter. When the order doesn't matter, at the end what matters is which 3 chocolates have you picked up, right? So when the order doesn't matter, you'll use a C. So 8C3 is how much? Is 8 factorial divided by 3 factorial, 5 factorial, right? So 8 into 7 into 6 divided by 3 factorial is 6. 6 cancels out. You get 56. Correct? Next. No Kit Kat. No Kit Kat. What is the no Kit Kat scenario? The no Kit Kat scenario is out of the 8 chocolates, remember total is 3 plus 2 plus 3, 8 chocolates, you got to pick up the non-Kit Kats. How many non-Kit Kats? 2, remember 2 5-star plus 3 bar ones. So 2 plus 3 is 5. There are 5 non-Kit Kats. So 8 out of the 8, you pick up any, not out of the 8. Remember, no Kit Kat, right? So when I say no Kit Kat, basically you cannot be considering the Kit Kat scenarios, right? So how many non-Kit Kats are there? 2 plus 3, 5 non-Kit Kats. So out of the 5 non-Kit Kats, you pick up any 3 non-Kit Kats. Any 3 non-Kit Kats, right? So what will happen? 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial divided by 3 factorial, right? So 5 into 4 divided by 2. So this comes out to be 10. Perfect. So what is the total number of ways? Therefore, your answer is 56 total ways minus the no Kit Kat ways gets you 46. Gets you 46 as your answer. Got it? So answer is 46. Did you all get it? Did you all get it? Again, easy one. Just that, and I hope you know the formula for NCR. Just that in case anyone doesn't know, NCR is equal to n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial. That's the formula I have used out here and out here. Got it? Perfect. I think that's it. That's it. So what are the comments? Now let me check the comments. 46 minutes is an incorrect answer, Rishi Kumar. That's an incorrect answer. Ronak, not 8 factorial minus 5 factorial, right? It's basically 8C3 minus 5C3. Correct? That's important. Okay. And yesterday, some of you were asking me, what is your take on the cutoff for the first snap? Cutoff for the first snap. I said somewhere around 45, and definitely, if not 45, but it will definitely be early 40s. Definitely, it will be in the early 40s. So it could be as high as 45, but it could be around 42 to 45, 42 to 45. So remember, paper 1 snap, okay, the cutoffs are gonna be high. So it's definitely gonna be over 40. It should be above 40, 41, 42, somewhere between 40 to 45, right? Some number between that. So when you are preparing for snap 2 and snap 3, okay, remember the cutoffs are gonna be high. So you got to focus on your speed for the next 2 weeks. Very, very, very important. Yes? Okay. That's it for today. I hope you have enjoyed the session. And in case you have liked the session, please do hit the like button, because that's the way I get to know your feedback. Your feedback is the like button. If you hit the like button, we know you are liking the sessions, and we can continue to have more and more such snap sessions till your exam. Okay. Thank you so much. Keep preparing. Remember, hard work always pays, and definitely stay safe and take care of your health, right? Goodbye for today, and I see you tomorrow morning at 10:30. Bye.